Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew, and I wanted to talk about whether or not Metal Gear Solid Master Collection is worth buying. This is going to be kind of an open discussion thing as well. Please be respectful in the comments or whatever you're discussing, wherever it is. Also, please, on the discussion, do not say just don't buy it. You're not forced to buy it. We all get that it's all free will, but it's part of the discussion. So saying that just kind of kills the vibe of having to actually discuss it. So, Metal Gear Solid, the Master Collection, has the Metal Gear series, which is 1, 2, Snake's Revenge. I think that's how it's set up. I can't fully remember inside my head the Metal Gear series. Metal Gear Solid, the VR missions and the special missions. Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, and a bunch of digital content like profiles, schematics, and music stuff as well. So we're going to be looking at both sides because for some reason, both sides cannot see their point of view. First of all, when we first heard it, it was fantastic for both sides. I don't care what anyone else says. It was fantastic to know that we could play on a newer generation or just have fun to rekindle those lost and nostalgic memories. But let's head over to the price tag of things. It is about $60, a little bit more than $60, give or take tax, because it starts at $59 pre tax. So, so on the buyer side of things, it is fantastic. $10 per game is a deal, and we're able to come back and play our favorite game. On the other side, they are saying that it is overpriced for basically a copy and paste job, just with a little bit of more added bonus features. There's not too much really work that was done on these games. There's not really been too much of an updated graphics or any of that. So we don't see why we would have to pay $60. So we're going to look at the prices of each individual game. We're going to take a look, and I'm kind of going to give my own opinion on this of how much it would be to actually get it from, like, let's say a PSN store or something like that to play on a newer console, or like on PC to play on a newer console and that kind of thing. So with the Metal Gear series, I'll be honest, I could see a deal for $10 altogether on a sale, or just even regular bundle, a $10 deal, mainly because PlayStation and before is very easy to kind of emulate and also mod. It's could be freely accessible, and the games on the Metal Gear series is not good. It's just not good for a collector to have it in their collection for an NES. Sure, but for to actually play, and I've played these games, they're not good. They get better each time, but they're not good. So let's break it off a little bit. Each of the games I could see being lowest $2.99, highest $5.99 each. So for the Metal Gear Solid one, it is actually really hard for me to like price it. Again, it falls under the same thing where it could be emulated pretty easily nowadays and modded pretty easily nowadays. Um, but through careful consideration, I could see it being $7.99, and I could be talked into it, like argumented into being $10. So with Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, I could see them being $10 each. The downloadable content is kind of the questionable thing for me, or all the digital content you're getting. Let's add all that up. We'll probably get like at least $46 to $45, and that's pre-tax. It's not too much to take away from the $60, but for my wallet and people's economy as well, and all the inflation and whatnot, people getting paid, uh, that's definitely a considerable chunk. We're going to go on with the work and the graphics. These were taken from I want to say the PlayStation 3, from the Metal Gear Solid collection or the Metal Gear Solid Legacy collection. I'm not sure which one it was, but basically it's just HD graphics that was on the PS3 that were going to be ported onto the newer generation of consoles. Also with added digital content. Now, on the buyer side, people are like, "Oh, that's fantastic. We grew up with these graphics. We're not that bothered by that. Um, we should be happy with what we got." If people, if they had remade it or redone or remastered or any of that, people would just complain anyways. We're just happy to play it on a new console. And I can get that side. I get the love behind that statement of like, we just want to play it on newer consoles. We really love the actual games. But there's one flaw in that argument, and it is if it was remade, people are just going to complain anyways. That may be true, but for the other side, putting it on the extreme side of that 1% that is going to complain about anything and trying to mask it over all of the people that just don't want to buy it right now is very demeaning and just devalues the point you're trying to make. And that goes for the not buying side. I've heard arguments that are just dumb. So, no, let's not try and insult each other in that way. So, for the not buyer side, it is, yeah, you just kind of copied and pasted. It's not even just the legacy edition, which had, I think, the portable ops with it and some other stuff with it. Um, it's not even that. It's just Metal Gear Solid, the Metal Gears, the Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. It's not even updated graphics. You just put digital content to throw in there. It just feels like a cash grab. So for the not buyer side, I will say a fan did make one of the Metal Gear Solid games 4K, and even for from 1 through 4, that would have been difficult, I think, because I'm pretty sure the PlayStation 3, like their hardware and their graphics were just very weird or unique in a way that made it a little bit more difficult to do. So either way, that was pretty well done by them to do that from I think one person or just a group of people that were just fans. I'm gonna say to wait on it, wait till it's maybe 30% off or something. Again, I love the Metal Gear Solid series. I get the buyer side of wanting to purchase it and just playing it on a newer console. But I think for people that are saying, "Oh, we grew up with these graphics and we're fine with that." I think a great census is that we could have had one where you could change the settings into making it um, back into pixelated form if they wanted to. That way, you could switch to either playing it, the classic style or playing it a new modern style. I think from the not buyer side, one thing is that um, we should not be okay with mediocrity in the fact that we could have had a Metal Gear Solid remake after all these times, or a remaster after all this time, or something like that, especially with the collection. That being the driving focus could have been a new Metal Gear Solid or just Twin Snakes, even. I think from that side, I'm disappointed in that, and it's just that we shouldn't be okay with mediocrity and just getting the copy and pasted treatment. Let me know if there's any other side to the opinion on one side buying, other side not buying. Please be respectful in that regard. And remember to like, subscribe, comment down below. And I hope your day is awesome as you are. And I will see you in the next video.